Shalom, 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 shalom. Once again, you're under the sound of the voice of your good brother Kahan Tazadak, and this is Yahawah's walk. First and foremost, giving all praises to the supreme Elohim of our forefathers, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whose proper name is Yahawah. All praises to Yahawah Yahawashi. It is not legal advice. I do not offer legal advice. If you need legal advice, seek yourself a competent counsel. It is not legal advice. And then please be advised. Everything I'm about to give you is strictly for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. It is not to be taken as legal advice. Should you decide to take this as legal advice from your own accord and you fall flat on your face, it is your own fault, because I highly encourage you to research everything that I tell you, everything that I say. Never take anything that I state for face value. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do not take anything that I or anyone say for face value. Always go and conduct your own research. That being said, this video is actually to invite you to an up-and-coming S.P.C webinar this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Now, to attend this webinar, it is recommended that you have Tazadak's book, Commercial Warfare. It is recommended that you have Tazadak's book, Commercial Warfare. You could actually get that book on Tazadak's website at www.truethedisciplesofchrist.org/shop. It is recommended that you get that book on the website instead of going to some third-party site where you're actually going to pay more and likely not to receive it as quickly. And you will actually be giving your fiat back to the source, the author of the book, Kahan Tazadak. I myself am the agent of Tazadak. Here is the link in the room right here. Now we already have people that's actually attending the S.P.C. And so to any new attendees, you would actually just click the link below this video and go in and register for the webinar. I've actually reverted back to PayPal. So if you don't have the book, I just posted the link in the room. This is how you could actually ascertain the book for the webinar. It is recommended that you attend this webinar. As you saw, to those of you that paid attention to the the testimony last night from the good brother Kendricks, he's getting some success, but from his own admission, he does not clearly comprehend it all. He comprehends the conditional acceptance. This is why it's recommended that you attend these webinars. The things that you actually get online on YouTube from the live streams, that is brilliant information, but it is nowhere as near fulfilling and informative as these webinars. And so what's going on this weekend in this particular webinar, Tazadak will actually be going through his book, Commercial Warfare. It is recommended that you have a copy of that book to attend this webinar. Thereafter the webinar, tests will be given. Why? To ensure that people are really learning and not just attending these webinars and they're not retaining any of the information. So it comes highly recommended that you get the book. By the way, for the debtor that came in and gave a thumbs down, I appreciate you. I mean, despite the time that I do these streams, despite the date. This debtor is always, what do you do? Monitor your life around Tazadak? Wait, you don't have a life. But nevertheless, appreciate your thumbs down, debtor. Debtors love to hate. I'm just going to keep on giving you more of what you're hating on. So go ahead and register for the webinar now by clicking the link below the video or the link that I actually posted in this room on StreamYard. Go ahead and get your registrations in now. If you want to change your condition, by now, people that really want to change their lives have an opportunity to do so. By now, people that could actually rise above the matrix and the programming for a fraction of a second have actually already arrived at the conclusion that there's validity to what's actually been stated here over the years as you keep having testimony as after testimony. But many of you still won't believe. Many of you create all sorts of excuses as to why you can't. Oh, I can't attend the webinar. Tazadak, I don't have the fiat. Okay, well, roger that. When do you suppose that's going to change? Let me tell you something, my friend. That is never going to change. You know why it's never going to change? Because you continue to make excuses. You continue to make excuses. You understand? And as long as you continue to make excuses, you will never, ever be the man or the woman that you desire to be. You're going to just be another story of an almost made it, of should have been great or could have been great. You're just going to be another average or perhaps even below average. What is it with you people, man? That, you see myself, you see the people that come on and give testimonies. What do you think? These people are paid? What is it with you guys saying that you want to change? Hey, Shalom, Israel, saying that you want to change, but you're not moving in the direction of change. You're stagnated. You're stuck in debtor mode. You're consistently creating excuse after excuse after excuse. Excuses are only convenient for those that make them up. But an excuse, sum equals failure. An excuse sum equals average. An excuse summed essentially means you're no different than anyone else. Nothing unique about you. Why? Because you created these excuses. Do you really want to change your life? Or do you really want to keep going in to a just over broke that you detest? Do you really want to keep doing what you've been doing over and over and over again, yet expecting different results? Is that what you want? It's kind of like you've been hit in the head and you've been carried on a westerly course and you are buried in a shallow mental grave and you just can't seem to think any differently. As you come in the room, go ahead and give a thumbs up. And this is why you fell, because of excuses. You've been taught to think that way. It is not your thinking. It is the unseen hands that's manipulating your thinking. Many of you have Ivy League degrees, and you surmise that you're free. But are you free? Are you really free? Or are you being held captive to a $150,000 student loan from your degree? Are you being held captive to that loan on that Mercedes, BMW, or Range Rover because you wanted to be like the Joneses? You knew you couldn't afford it, but the Joneses had one. And so you wanted to be like the Joneses, Andre Smith. Shalom, Andre Smith. So you went out and got one as well. Or are you being held captive by that mortgage that you was compelled to get because the woman that you are with just wanted a home? Even though you've heard Tazadak say that that is a liability. And some would argue, many will argue, as debtors often do, that no, a house is an asset. And you try to dilapidate that down on a very simplistic level to them, and it's still incomprehensible to a debtor, because a debtor does not comprehend the language of a creditor. Debtors just love to hate, and they love to engage in polemics. They love the art of disputation, and so they remain in dishonor and they go nowhere. They consistently do the same thing. They go into a job. Most people, under the sound of my voice right now, you go into jobs that you hate, but you still do it because everyone else does it, and you've been taught, hey, this is right. This is what we're supposed to do. You don't want to get up and go. Sometimes you feel like, damn, I don't want to go into work today. But then that feeling is actually chased away with a more fearful feeling of not being able to pay rent, not being able to provide for your children, not being able to feed yourself. And so you succumb to the fear and you continue to do the same thing week after week, month after month, year after year. And some of you, you're starting to get up there in age and you're starting to regret that you didn't take that chance. See, life is about taking chances. That's living. If you don't take any chances, you don't take any risks, you will never be successful. Opportunity never comes knocking on the damn door. You got to kick the damn door down and go and get success. Opportunity's not going to come out. Hey, Andre Smith, my name's Opportunity. I'm here. I've been looking for you. That's not going to happen. Not in this lifetime. Not in any lifetime. Success does not come to anyone. You got to go to success. But you can't be successful because you keep working for money. You're incapable of making the money work for you. You're a slave to fiat. So what's the way around this? The way around this, the way out, is to comprehend that we are at war. We are at war with a hidden hand, and this war is a commercial warfare. It is all about commerce, commercial warfare. This is what you're involved in. Every problem that you have in life, essentially, I could show you how commerce is involved. This is why you must attend the webinar this weekend. There's a way out. When I embarked on this journey, people laughed at me. Why'd you that? People call me stupid. Why'd you that? People call me dumb. Why'd you that? People issue threats. Oh, yeah, you're going to get locked up. So why'd you that? You're already locked up. You're locked up mentally because you cannot escape the matrix. They looked at me as if I was some sort of freak. Interesting. Slaves, referring to a man that's attempting to liberate their thinking after liberating himself, as a freak, as dumb, as stupid. You see, folks, family, in the land of the insane, the same is deemed to be insane. This is why they look at many of you as if you're deranged. But there's a small faction of people that the Most High has put the spirit of truth on and given us the ability of insight and foresight. See, insight is having the ability to be able to see into things that others cannot see. Foresight is having the ability to see things before they happen. Hey, Shalom, kingdom. If you want to change your lives, despite how dark it may be, despite how much commerce may be afflicting your life, you can change your life. I'm telling you that this is real. I wouldn't waste my time consistently telling you this if it wasn't real. People would not come on giving testimonies if this was not real. And to all those people that said that this stuff does not work, it does not work for them because they do not comprehend the process. They do not comprehend who they are. They do not comprehend contract law, and they do not comprehend offer and acceptance. They're stuck in debtor mode. They're stuck in the art of disputation, and they love polemics. You guys see it consistently. Consistently, you witness guys that come onto the channel, instead of coming here to learn, they come here to challenge Tazadak, to debate Tazadak. Despite the fact that I said, hey, well, I do not embrace polemics, nor am I interested in the art of disputation, still they come on as a typical debtor, desperately trying, attempting to sound intelligent and rational, but they always get shut down. The debtor mentality is always exposed. The thief comes only but to steal and to kill. I'm sent through the spirit of Yahawah, Yahawashi, to give you life and give you life more abundantly. What is the life? A life of freedom, liberty, justice, and love. Many doesn't want it. You claim that you want it, but anything in life that has value also have a difficulty factor attached. When you really muse over it, anything in life that has value, it has a difficulty factor attached. Let's look at the gift of life itself. Birth. Birth is an extremely painful process. It hurts the mother. It stretches a womb. The baby coming down the womb of the womb man. It hurts the baby. The baby's coming through this tight place. So it's a painful process for the mother and the baby. But thereafter, the delivery, you have the most beautiful gift that one could give, which is the gift of life. But birth should teach us all something, that the process of evolution and growth always attain with pain. That's the process. So don't think you're ever going to be successful if you don't have to suffer like the gift of birth. You have to suffer. Think about the sperm. Thousands of sperm coming out of the man's male member. And it has to travel upstream to fertilize the egg of the woman. What are the chances that thousands of other sperms died, but you made it, traveling upstream? And you can't beat a robe. You survived that, and you allow the robe to indoctrinate fear in you. You made it. You survived out of thousands of other sperms swimming upstream against the flow, the force of gravity, but you fear a briefcase. You've forgotten who you are. Every single one of us that's here on this earth, in the physical, you need to remember that journey. You're the strongest of the strong. You survive in the womb. Baby comes out of the womb. Baby's crying. Ah! What you crying for? It was a difficult journey. That's what, if the baby could talk, that's what the baby would say. It was a difficult journey. Well, that's been your life from the beginning. The process of evolution and growth, family, always attain with pain. Don't ever think you're going to have success. Don't ever think you're going to be victorious without some pain involved. That is a universal law. That is the way that the Most High made it. But what do? As soon as things become a little difficult, you back away from struggle. You choose the path of the lesser resistance, the easier path. Now I'm going to do this. You try to go around the side. You try to come up the back. You won't face it head on, because we face it head on. It's like a Mack truck coming at you. It's called life. It's called your altered ego. And it's always there, 3 feet in front of you, ready to knock you on your ass. What do? You run out of the way. Life challenges, and life is always going to throw a challenge at you. Life is always going to be there, ready to punch you in the face and knock you on your ass. What are you going to do? Run out of the way? Well, that's what you do. When you face the road, you put on pink panties and you bitch up. Gird up your loins like a man. Job 38:3. For I will require of you. But you go into straight sissy mode. Let me tell you something, man. He just tells out, how do you do this, man? You're afraid? Hell no, I'm not afraid. If the Most High is for me, who could be against me? And when? I know who could be against me. The entire entourage of Shaitan. How Shaitan is against me, but who could be against me and when? Nobody. Not if the Most High is for you. No one. So I walk as if I don't fear a thing, because I'm backed by the spirit of Yahawashi, man. That's how you know when a man's in the right spirit. He becomes fearless, totally undaunted. Most of you are daunted. The judge banged his grapple down. That sounds like the thunder of the supreme Arahim to you. You bow down, bow down. Get afraid. Let me tell you something, man. The black robe puts on pants every day just like you. Stop escalating this man to some superior status of the supreme Elohim that you call God. The black robe has problems in his life just like you. The black robe argues with his wife just like you. The black robe is concerned about things outside just like you. Get the thumbs up, man. Put the thumbs up when you come in the room, man. So it's time that we stop escalating these public officials to dictators and see them for what they are. They're nothing but wizards. And they got you lost in the land of odds. And you're like Dorothy going to a damn wizard thinking that he could bring you some sort of remedy. But all you got to do is pull back the curtains. How do you pull back the curtains? You pull back the curtains by realizing that we all been lied to. And now we're involved in commercial warfare. That the only reason that they create commerce is to manipulate us and control us. And once you embrace that reality, only then will your life change. After you decide to get up and do something about it. So we're involved in commercial warfare. Some of you, you're losing the battle. Very few has the courage to face this 5,000-pound gorilla known as the Defacto that's creating statutes, codes, rules, regulations that none of us agree to. You had a small fraction of people that sit down in Oval Offices and they create statutes and codes and they call them law. And they say, look, punk, you better do what I say you do, or I'm going to make your life miserable. And what do? You sissy up. You do what they, oh no, man, you can't go against the law, boy, you crazy. See, that's fair. They've taught you to fear them. Well, you know what? You know what happens when you keep listening? Because you've been a bitch all your life. You've been listening to them all your life, homie. It's grind season. It's time to face your fear. What happens if you do something different? What happens if you challenge oppression? What happens then? You don't know because you never did it. Why? Because you a chump. You a daunted chump. This is why you never challenged it. Because you a chump. And they know it. And the Defacto is a damn pimp. And he's pimping you like a harlot on the damn corner. Because you a chump. He said, boy, get on down there on your damn knees and pay that student loan before I throw you in the box. It's not what they say, family. It's what they do. And what do? Man, you get on down there like Monica. You get down there like Monica Lewinsky. And you do what the government tells you to do, just like she did Bubba. That's the government. The Defacto. Because you a chump. This is why you want to do this. It's not that you don't want to. You don't have no heart. Because you're weak. They made you weak, pathetic, and feeble. And then you attack the people that's out here risking their lives, fighting this beast. You know how I do it, Barty. Both hands in the air. I do it with both hands in the air, man. Fearless, totally undaunted. Then all these lady boys come around talking tough. You 6'5", 230 pounds, look like you'll kill concrete until you face the road. And the road melt your ass like butter in July. because you're soft like butter. Your superficial shell makes you appear hard. But when I look in your eyes, I can see the bitch in you, and the robe does too. That's why you melt every time you go before the robe, man, in the briefcase. Because you're a chump. It's commercial warfare. And you're losing the war. You're losing the war because of your fear and because you are a damn chump. If the robe told you, hey, boy, put on some damn pink panties, that's what he's telling you, man. When the robe throw you in the box, he's telling you to put on pink panties. Don't you think they know in the back of their damn mind that you're going to have men? Well, we can't even call them men inside the joint that's going to try and molest other men. Don't you know they know that's going on? They want the system to be that way. They know that's going on. You know damn well they could stop that if they wanted to. They want the system to be that way. When they send you up the river, man, they sending you up to put on pink panties. And the COs will brag about it. Stop me where I'm lying at. Stop me where I'm lying at. Man, you're going to be washing some other man's underwear. And he's going to make you put on pink ones, and you're going to have damn Kool-Aid on your damn lips. This is why you won't face the road, because you fear all of that. And because of your fear, you fail. Because you're afraid to face your fear. They've created delusions and illusions. And that keeps you complacent. It's commercial warfare. 27 CFR 72.11. All crimes are commercial. All crimes are commercial. And what are you? You a hoe. Bro, you's a hoe. The road has turned you into a hoe. They pimping you. It's commercial warfare. You see the hoes out there in the corner? You're nothing but a commercial hoe. They make you pay all of these things, man, that you don't even owe, because you a hoe. And you stop me where I'm lying at. Soon as you catch me lying, I will stop. You know you're a hoe. You know damn well you don't owe that mortgage note, because I explained it to you, but you still pay a hoe. They got you all dressed up, man, in pink panties, man. And you bow down. You Monica Lewinsky the Defacto. Because you a hoe. A harlot. You are a deep ditch for the Defacto. They making you driving 2 a.m. in the morning. You see some dudes standing on the corner. And you know, they post it up. They post it up. They holding heaters. They stick up kids. What you gonna do? You stop at the light? You drive through the light. Get a couple blocks. Woo, woo, woo. NYPD pull you over. Your life was on the line there. Brother David says that stuff don't work. Why are you here? Why are you here, David? If it doesn't work, you mind stupid you must be to be on this call. If this doesn't work, what kind of damn idiot are you? This doesn't, I mean, check out, I want everybody to turn attention to this dude that called himself Brother David that came in the room that said this stuff don't work. Why in the hell are you here? Are you some kind of damn stupid idiot? Why would you come in here and listen to this if you believe it don't work? What is your point? See, this is what I'm talking about, a damn debtor that comes around like this, man. It's not for us. No, it's not for you. Get your weak ass over this channel, man. And don't you ever come back on here, man. Israel, block that damn cornball. Block him. He's going to tell us what don't work. And we done seen you a damn debtor to the court, man. And you're gonna die a debtor. And you that chunk that I was talking about, man. Get your weak ass up off of this channel. Let me block him, man. That's a debtor, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of chump I'm talking about right there. Thumbs up, man. That's what I'm talking about, right? That's it. See, we're gonna use him as a catalyst. Now he comes in and say that stuff don't work. Straight debtor mode. We just had a brother come on and give a testimony last night. Oh, good, that stuff don't work. You a damn debtor. You're gonna die a debtor. You're gonna die just like you are, man. Worthless. Worthless. You're lost in the source, man. That right there, man. That right there, that's the debtor on meth. You understand? A debtor on steroids. Don't know what the hell he's talking about, but I come in and say something like that. I'll use his ass as a catalyst. I ain't gonna have him have the audacity to call himself, yeah, it don't work for you because you wearing them damn pink panties I was talking about. That's why it doesn't work for him. He's a chump. That's a debtor on meth right there, man. He probably got sores all over his damn body and his damn mind. That's just hate, man. That's hate. That's how they got him. Because he's a chump. He's a harlot for the Defacto. That's how they make, and it's really not his fault. That's what's woefully sad about this Kerfoot. It's really not his fault because the programming goes so deep. So when we trying to wake people up like that, they lash out at us because their minds are so damaged. Their minds are so injured that they see the liberators as the enemy and the enemy as their friend. They're in a flush toilet, man. And their body is full of defecation with the other stuff that they're flushing down there. Go on and get down there with it, David. That's what you are. You're full of defecation. S-H-I-T. I smell you when you came in. Debtor. Because you were chump. Let's get the thumbs up, man. Oh, you don't like this talk, man. Truth hurts, man. Cutting them bad. Cutting them bad, Israel. Cutting them bad, man. You know it's true. I got one problem with that, though. When they say it don't work, works for me every time. Oh, this stuff not for us. See, he want to play the race card. When he says not for us. These Negroes kill me with that. It's not for us. But we just had a brother that come on last night. Looks like he was dark as Kenny Parker. Can't get no darker. But it worked for him. But it doesn't work for us. Who's the us? See, this is how I know when a damn chump is programmed, because they play the color game. People that play the color game, you're sick. You are sick. And you are programmed to so far to an extreme that you can't even think for yourself. Because you hate someone else simply because of their skin color. That's a sick individual right there. That's sick. That is sick, man. The programming is so deep, man. Sometimes, man, it seems as though there's no hope, man. There's more than 2/3, man. We talking about 9/10 of people that's like so far gone, man, that they're almost unreachable. When you launch out at people that's trying to liberate your thinking, it's hopeless for you. Your eyes are wide shut to the truth. And the only thing you can see is the lie. That's a good ass slave right there, man. That's a good slave right there, man. Roger that. I mean, this is what astonishes me. If it doesn't work, Why the hell are you coming on the channel? Stay away from it. You're not concerned about it. Just stay away from it. He wants to impose his will on others. He wants others in the dark place where he is. And when people say that, I ask them, what's the option? So what's the option? Because most people are not doing too good right now. Things are getting worse. Have you been watching the damn North, East, West, and South that they call the news? Things are not getting better. Have you not been paying attention that the price of gas is slowly soaring back up again? Pay attention. Things are not getting better, man. They're getting worse. So people are saying that this doesn't work. What is the option? What's the option that you have to give the people? Because people are still losing their jail just over brokes, and businesses are still going out of business. So what is the option? What do you have? If you say it doesn't work, you got to be able to offer the people something different. What the hell do you have? Gas is going way up, man. It's going to be higher than it was before. Pay the hell attention to what's going on, man. And when donkeys come on here like that, man, they got to go, man. Because they're going to pull a lot of people down with them, man, with that. Because I'm going to tell you something, man, about people. It's more convenient and easier for people to believe the lie than it is for them to believe the truth. It's more convenient to believe the lie. Go ahead and thumbs up as you come in the room, folks. Go ahead and thumbs up. So once again, what this video is about is the live stream, Salakia, the webinar this weekend, Commercial Warfare. And it is recommended, it comes highly recommended that you have Tazadaq's book, Commercial Warfare. Again, you will be paying for this particular live stream through PayPal. As before, I reverted back to that. You could click the link under this video or click the link that I just posted in the room and go ahead and register now. Do not register under a business name or a fictitious name. This is going to take place from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Saturday and 12 noon to 6 p.m. Sunday. Those people that's already attending S.P.C, I suspect you to attend this particular webinar. And unlike before, when I was giving the webinars, I wasn't grading people and testing them on their knowledge. Instead of you coming in asking me a lot of questions that you're not retaining, this particular webinar, you will be tested. You will be tested. Understand that. You will be tested. So get your minds right. It's actually 40 people watching, only 33 thumbs up. As you come in the room, give a thumbs up. Unless you're a debtor like David, that was dismissed from the channel because of the hate. We're trying to build love over here, not hate. Love is the highest elevation of understanding with a force so strong that it can't be broken. Love is keeping the commandments. So once again, this webinar is going to take place this Saturday and Sunday from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Go ahead and register now. And by the way, I'm actually going to be using the book, Tazadaq's book, Commercial Warfare. You could get that book online. I actually posted it. You can get it from the website, www.truedisciplesofchrist.org. It is recommended that you get it from my website so you can get a better rate. And it's usually sent out a lot faster than from these third parties. What's interesting, I see people selling Tazadaq book on eBay. I see them selling it on Amazon. I see them selling it all over. I just Googled Commercial Warfare, and someone selling Tazadaq's books in Australia. Interesting. Tazadaq seems to be known all around the world. So it's ironic that people that come on here and say that this stuff doesn't work. They know who Tyler Doc is, but I don't know who the hell you are. See, I'm making a difference. I'm touching people's lives because this is what the Most High put me here for. This is Yahawah's work. This is Yahawah's work, to change folks' lives for the better. I can't make this up, man. They selling it on eBay from Australia. Commercial warfare. Someone go and Google it. Carefoot seen a review on my book. I'm trying to sell it on eBay. I clicked on it. I'm thinking my site's gonna come up. Commercial warfare. eBay. I can't make this up. I post the link in the room, man. But I would post it there, but I don't want you guys to get it from him. But I'll show you. Where's this guy at? Give me a second here. Where is this guy? Click on the book. Brand new. And the hell they get my books? They go and order them from somewhere, Amazon, buy them in bulk, and then selling them. Interesting, Carefoot. Money back guarantee. Several people are selling the book. All good reviews. 90 some cent positive feedback. This guy's selling it from Ohio. What the hell? These people selling my book all over, man. This guy's in Ohio. Where's this guy at? It's interesting. Just to let you guys know, I'm not selling them there. These are third parties. Who else? Commercial warfare. It's on Amazon, as we know. Let's see here. Thumbs up as you come in the room. Thumbs up as you come in the room, family. I really should be asleep, but hey, what you gonna do, huh? As we see right here, Israel, I can't make this up, man. These cats selling my book online, man. eBay, Amazon, all of that, man. We go here. We go there. And boom. There's Taza Doc's book sold on eBay. Taza Doc's not doing it. So they're going and buy the book in bulk, and they're selling them. All these different people here. Interesting. United Kingdom. This is where it's coming from. You see that? Careful, I can't make this up. United Kingdom, a format paperback. Can't make this up. So that sale is in the United Kingdom. This one is United States. This guy's in the United States here. What about this guy? Jessup, Maryland, United States. He's in Maryland. This guy ships to America, Europe, Japan, and Australia. They selling Thousand Doc's book all over. Well, what the hell, Carefoot? Interesting. So that's the book that's actually going to be used. Wow, for the webinar this particular weekend, and I would highly recommend that people get the plug and Liberate the Oppressed. So right now I'm going to go ahead and post a link in the room, see if anyone Carefoot has anything to say. Israel, Marty Marr, or anyone have anything to say, there's the link. So they're selling Taza Doc's book all over. I wonder if Taza Doc knows this. I'm going to have a conversation with him. See what Taza Doc thinks of this, man. I'm his authorized representative. Yeah, man. No, Carefoot, what it is, this is why I stopped. I didn't put most of my books, well, my newest books on Amazon, because with Amazon, people could buy them in bulk rate and they could sell them themselves. They've been doing that since the infliction of commerce.
And how do you feel about that?
I don't. I mean, it's agreed to in that contract, because they when you publish it, you know, you don't pay for printing or any of that. So that's one of the deals that you do. This is why I didn't the last few books, like the corporation and all of that, I wasn't putting it on there because of that. But when I revised the corporation, I decided to put it on there because a lot of brothers that's actually in the box wasn't able to get it. So Wesley, I'm me. Who are you? I'm me, Wes. Who are you? I'm an aggrieved man. I am paramount security holder. I hold all entrance and property, registered and unregistered, to the defendant, Taza Doc. Who are you, Wesley? Go ahead, Carefoot. Israel,
Oh, I mean, it's good on you that you're putting it out there on, the alphabet soup known as Amazon. But I mean, they're scraping all the data anyway, and it's hard for these brothers to get the book anyway. But if you got loved ones, you should really you should be buying it from Tazandok's site directly and getting it to those people incarcerated. Like, let's be real, it's not really fair, and you got to support Tazandok or Kahan. Like, it's just ridiculous. I can't even believe people would be like reselling this. Like, it's not in the right spirit, and I think anyone who buys it with that spirit is not going to get any remedy. I think you're already lost, and you like the benefit of this stuff. It's like, you should really be buying it with the purpose of coming to the seminar. You should be buying it from the Kahan. I mean, like, I just like I'm tripping that people would actually do this. Like, it's just unheard of to me. I can't even think of it. Like, it's like, how could you? It's I just like I don't even want to give you any analogies to why I think this is unacceptable. You should know that from the amount of work that this gentleman does for, and I shouldn't say gentleman, but I should say the Kahan does for the public at large. On the private side, the least you could do is get an original copy from TrueDisciplesOfChrist.org. It's the very least you could do. I don't know. And look how many people are watching right now. Like, I want to see this many number of people watching on the weekends. Why isn't this number equaling the seminar webinars? Aren't you all wishing to get out of this capacity, this debtor capacity that isn't benefacting you? You're the beneficiary and you're getting treated like the assurity. Don't you want to benefit in this lifetime? I mean, you can wait for the kingdom, and the more you're in that debtor's capacity, you're more likely to get yourself caught up in these commercial proceedings, and you're already running from presentments piling up at your door. You don't know how to act as the paramount security interest holder in the name. It would behoove you to come to these seminars to get the books directly from the Kahan. I mean, unless you really have no one on the outside that can get you these books, I mean, there's no reason why you should be using Alphabet Soup to get it. Like, that's just because he takes that at a loss, and chances
about
are
50% loss.
Con. So then it's in your it's in the best interest of everyone involved that you make a donation, and on top of that, also get the coaching, get the seminars, and get your packet together. What are you waiting for? Become a Secured Party Creditor.
Salakia, Trumpet, what are you talking about? Come in the room. What is Trumpet talking about? It's 5 classes. It's stated in the contract. It's 5 classes as stated on the contract. What are you talking about, Trumpet?
I think
come on in the room, Trumpet.
Slakia, I think he's talking about missing classes. Like if you miss 5 classes back to back.
Yeah, Trumpet, you got to look out for those books, man. I sent them. Yeah, you owe me too, Trumpet. I had to put almost $50 to your shipping. To ship your books to Australia, it costed me $113.50. And you only paid about $62. I sent you an email, but I never got a response. Yeah, that costed me $113 to ship those books. See, Trump is all the way in Australia.
Con. Everyone in the Commonwealth, like you got Commonwealth states, we got Commonwealth provinces, like all around the world. Anyone can benefit from this stuff. It's really, really useful information. I've never heard of a place in the world where you can't use being a creditor. It's contract law, baby. You can't fail with this stuff. It can't not benefit you to know this stuff anywhere in the world. I don't care where you are in the world. The moment you know this stuff, it's like notice the agent is notice the principal. It doesn't lose, fam. Like, I don't know how to explain this, but like instead of running and like just waiting for these warrants to pile up and then deal with it when they put you in front of the robe, like it's just ridiculous. The way that the debtors operate is just it's unheard of. Like I've seen this like just tons of people who the way they operate is just totally backwards. Get yourself together. I want you to look at the things you buy every month. Look at the things you spend your money on. I want you to like take an account of the money you spend on things that aren't this. Consider that for a second, like your cable TV, your Xbox subscription, like whatever it is. I mean, it's not acceptable that you're robbing yourself of this useful information, and then you go on eBay and you get like some used copy. Like, hopefully it is missing pages, and I hope it doesn't help you. You get that first edition, like good luck. You're gonna need it because there's no such thing as luck, and that's not in the right spirit. You're getting secondhand information. It's not gonna help you. You gotta get the mint copies. You need to know it comes from Tazan. Because how do you know it's not a photocopy and it's not missing pages? I'm serious. Like there's no.
There was one guy doing that actually, literally. There was a guy in Florida doing that, man.
Oh, and what's that doing for his spirit? Does he think he's helping Yar Sha'Allah? Do you think that's gonna give him any blessings? Like, be real, fam.
Anyone.
Oh, it's just like anyone. No, and you run the risk of cheating yourself of information. Like you're gonna lose out. Why would you want to lose out? Why do you want to miss the kingdom? Does this stuff not like register with these people? Like I'm actually like on the verge of tears when I hear this kind of stuff. It just like it breaks my freaking heart, man. It breaks my heart. Like, do you guys want to win? If you want to win, get it from the source. Go to truedisciplesofchrist.org. I don't understand. It's not that hard. Get yourself together. It's like I know I'm preaching to the choir here. I know most of you guys are in the right capacity and you got the right spirit because you're here live now. But I see look at the likes and the amount of people viewing right now. Like, you should be at these webinars. You should have your packet. I'm working on it. I'm studying myself. Like it's study yourself to be reproved, guys. The rebuke is here, and I'm sure some of you are listening and Maybe you get cut later. Maybe you get cut now. But in the end, it's not going to be us that's looking to do that. It's going to be the de facto. And that's what they do every day.
Every day. Every day and 3 times on Sunday. The day that
Sunday,
they worship the sun, raw.
Salakia. Yeah, I know the pagans are showing up in effect.
Yeah, you see that guy in the room? Wes? What kind of characters? Where's Marty Ma? Marty Ma, pull up. Pull up, Marty Ma. See that guy Wes? You see what he put in the room, Carefoot? Amazing, man.
Mr. Clean, man. What does he want? Dr. Evil making posts. Come on.
Amazing.
Show your face. I want you to get in the call right now, Wes. Jump up in here. I want to hear you. If you're going to talk like that, yeah, I got to hear your voice.
It's amazing, man.
One of the Akim just said, Wesley sus. Con.
Yeah, trumpet. There's no way to track that outside of the United States. Once it leaves the United States, you can't track it anymore. I put $1,000 worth of insurance on it. The last time it took quite some time to for books to get over there to Australia. Marty Ma, pull up, Marty Ma. Yogi, yours is gone. Yeah, Wes is a character, man. Wesley. Marty Ma, pull up. I mean, it never fails with Careful. When you come on, one thing that I notice is like when I come on late like this, I get the weirdos that come on. Cornballs. A lot of cornballs come on when I come on late like this. I guess they have nothing better to do. Just hang out on the internet and, troll.
Oh, they're in their mama's basement. They got no just over broke, which almost makes them lower than like a snake's bag. Like I don't know, it's just ridiculous to me. I can't even begin. I almost have more respect for certain other kind of debtors. These people are just sitting in mom's basement. I don't know, man. Get in the right spirit. Share this stuff with the right people, fam. Like, these kind of people shouldn't even be showing up.
Right.
Marty Marr, man. I want to hear Marty Marr. It never surprises me. Marty Marr never misses a beat.
Yeah, he's on here. I saw him. It's early where Marty is. It's only 9:36.
Marty Marr is like he's like Pacquiao, man. Once he starts punching, you don't stop, man.
Marty Marr is a West Coast gangster, man. Probably over there with his pebbles. Israel tried to come in a couple times, but he can't get no steady connection. Como shutting it down, man. Como doesn't want him listening to Tiger Drop.
I got a notice actually on that note about pebbles, and this reads to my debtor with my so-called address, and it says your next pebble check will not be issued until you can verify so far and so forth claims because your Allah hit my purple Jeep. So I don't know. To me, it's all biblical. All this stuff. It's like once you know it's all this an offer. It's pretty interesting stuff, and. I mean, I don't care where you are, in what capacity in the world, what you're dealing with. Like, this stuff is so relevant. I don't care if it's taxes. I don't care if it's car bills. I don't care if it's your house payments, your rent, your power bill. Like the list goes on, guys. Like I don't care what problem you have. It has to do with a commercial presentment, and it has to do with you're in acquiescence, and you don't know what to do. You don't even know where to begin. Well, I mean, 99.9% of the time, our Kahan is recommended, and I wrote one today. It's a notice of conditional acceptance, notice to agent, notice to principal, and like guys, like this is right out of the books, like, and you know your offer has been conditionally accepted. In response to your offer upon proof of claim that Master Carefoot has not made any claims to this recollection,
Ving
or
Rhymes.
so on and so forth.
So like, hey, Ving Rhymes, what's going on? What are you waiting for to become a creditor, Ving Rhymes? Ving Rhymes, come on the call, man. Come on the call, Ving Rhymes. Baby boy.
Oh man, we roasted you last time, Vin Rhymes. You got to get in here. You gotta redeem yourself.
Ving Rhymes in the building, man.
Come on, man. We all remember you in Pulp Fiction, man. We know you ain't one. Get in here. Jump on the call. Show that beautiful face of yours. Come on now. Don't be shy. We know you're a good actor, but are you a good creditor? We shall see. One of these old 2007 lurkers, the dudes that have none of the books. They fit the type of the stereo, but are they on the radio? Where's that Marty Marr at? Where's
He's in the background somewhere.
Oh, okay.
He's in the background somewhere. He was here.
Ving Rhymes in the building. All right. He's trying.
He's trying.
There is no try, Ving Rhymes. Come on, man. You know that. Not Pulp.
Yeah, that's your pebbles in the background. Yeah, we saw you on the call, Marty Marr, man. We was calling you on. We saw you bouncing in and bouncing out, man.
I was working on my record appearance against the ball and chain.
All right. All right.
You still online?
Oh yeah. We still here. We saw you there not long ago. We still here for a few more minutes.
Yeah. I was just typing up some stuff and trying to get it all in my head. And make it happen. You know, it's time to close this out. And I told you I was real serious about that. And I'll be just free a different person. But yeah, that's what I'm up to right now.
All right. So, Danny Yolo, what's going on with you? All right, Carefoot, man. They don't want to talk, man. I'm gonna shut this down, man. I probably should get some sleep, anyways, man. Only reason I could do this is because I finally got little Zed up to sleep. That's why I came on so late. Hey, what time is it over there in Canada?
Pacific Standard Time. We're looking at 9:42 p.m. That's around. Yeah, man. You're almost at 1 a.m. over there. It sounds like.
Yeah.
You're about 18 from. Okay. Well, I mean, it's past midnight, man. You're into the
It's
next day, man. You're already
12:42.
Monday. Slack you.
It's 12:42 a.m. Yeah, it's 12:42 a.m.
Hey, you guys gotta be in bed between the hours of 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. That's what Sebi said, Mr. Sebi. So, Sir Sebi, Dr. Sebi, whatever you want to call him. I mean, that's the time when your organs need to heal up. I mean, you're always burning that midnight oil, man. That's one thing I noticed about you, and that's one thing that's like, it's a good thing that people should take a note of, is that our Kahan's always on the cutting edge of this stuff. So that's why you got to get the books from the source, guys. Like I'm telling you, it behooves you. Don't buy these missing pages photocopies on these unverified sellers. What's this Wesley Curry 2 saying? Telling the Oh my God! Look at this message talking about Zeus on a cross, 2 ghouls, foot cut off.
Yeah, I think he just wants to get some attention, man. This Wesley guy. What's going on, bro?
How you doing?
So good. You are kind of late, man. You must be on the West Coast. You still moving around.
Do that.
Yeah, like you, like really mobile, man. You don't seem like a man that's about to go to sleep, man. Like myself, man. Like you somewhere where it's early at. Yeah, Wesley, man, we're gonna end up kicking you out of here. Yeah, man, we don't be seeing you on none of the webinars, Ving, right?
I work at night, so I try to get my notification.
Salakia, it happens in the daytime. Don't worry about it. Burn that midnight oil for us. Come on, let's see you around the clock.
You work on the weekends also?
I can do that.
You work on the weekends also?
No, I'm sleeping most of the time. Kids,
right.
Trying to get my schedule right so I can do what I need to do. So,
Hey man, Salakia, I'm sure you can catch up on sleep when we all go to heaven, man. We gotta stay on the cutting edge here. I know you've been following the Kahan for over a decade now. You're a loyal follower.
Oh, he has?
Oh yeah. I've been here I've been listening for quite some time.
A
lot of people.
Yeah, he just started to show himself though, man. He's one of the brothers that's been in the background, man. He just started to come forward. There's a lot of people that listen, man. That, never come forward.
There are. I run into a lot of people that know you. I listen to you.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Vin Rhymes.
Yeah.
How much remedy have you gotten out of this stuff? I want to know because, there's people who get the books, there's people who get the packet, there's people who come to the webinar, and then there's just people who just kind of casually observe, such as yourself. And I want to know, how useful, how applicable has this been for these 13 years you've been watching this stream? 14 years coming up this year.
Maybe like that, but yeah. When I get pulled over, I know the situation. I know I don't get tickets anymore. Due to the questions that I asked them and the verses and things of that nature. And plus, I use other techniques also. Like the $1 stamp in the back of the driver's license in a different jurisdiction. They just hand me my license and say, "Have a nice day." I'm just learning my technique. I tried to A for V a long time ago, a gas bill, but I never got a response. And now I'm just understanding that you have to send them back another offer, of dishonor. But I never got around to writing that piece of paper, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little lazy. I don't give a whole lot of pushback just yet, but my life is changing, so I am moving forward with the knowledge that I've obtained, and to be free. I hear you brothers out here, living free, and my turn. God has woken me up. These last 10, 12 years. Ran me through a lot of trials and tribulations. Being ill, having cancer, just a lot of stuff. Adopted kids. Yeah,
how's that cancer working out?
Pardon me, sir?
How's that cancer working out?
I got it under control. I am.
Start fasting. Start fasting.
Yeah, that was definitely a help. Through this process. I drink just straight water for a week.
It's good.
And, my blood and everything goes back to normal. And
yeah, they won't tell us that, man. You ever wonder why they won't tell us that? They won't admit that?
Why is that? Why?
Because I mean,
Oh, it's not
the,
good
the
for the economy.
physicians,
I think.
the physicians,
Hmm.
that's commerce also.
It is.
It all goes
And
back
I
to commercial warfare. They don't
yeah.
want us to know these things.
And there's another thing about the CLL that I got. It's a rare cancer that I got when I was in my 40s, and only Jewish, they quote unquote, only Jewish white men and children get. And you
I
know,
thought you was a Jewish white man.
well, my status, of course, I understand that part, but the way that they call it in the hospitals, in the military, you know,
Jewish.
yeah, Jew, yeah, yeah.
Jewish has a German
I'm
suffix,
that
ish.
yeah, so I don't know where it came from. It just all of a sudden popped up. They could have gave it to me, slipped it to me, or I could have done it myself because I've worked in a lot of different industries. But that's here nor there. But you know, the Most
And
High
when they,
definitely,
when they say Jewish white man,
yeah,
they're when you trace their lineage back, they mixed in with Africans anyways, back in biblical times. That's why they have
true,
such broad noses, many of
true,
them, and this is why some of them have curly hair,
true,
and this is why Hitler hated him because he knows that.
yeah. I've heard that story before. He knew they weren't the originals, but he knew that they were mixed with Africans also.
But
And of course, he wanted the pure blood, you know, Aryan race, I guess they would call it.
mhm.
Uh, yeah, how they call themselves, Esau in the Bible. But yeah, some of them have a good soul and a mind, but some of they stick together and they make whatever they want happen. You know.
Yeah. Anyways, man, I think I'm gonna bring this to a close. I need to try and get some sleep. Where little Zadok's asleep. He's probably gonna wake me up in the middle of the night.
And I apologize for showing up so late. I'll try to do my best to not try. I'll do my best to be on time.
It's all
But
good,
I
brother.
want to thank the house of God for all your sacrifices because I've seen them over the years. If anybody know, I do understand partially of what I've seen through the tube. Y'all brothers have a good evening. Sleep well, and hopefully I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
So once again, before I shut this down, man, I'm gonna remind everyone to come out. This video was essentially about the webinars this weekend, Saturday and Sunday from 12 noon to 6 p.m. on both days. You will need Tyler Doc's book, Commercial Warfare. It would be idea to attend with that. We're gonna go through some of the book, and we're gonna be tested on it to make sure that you're learning it. What we've been found tonight, what we've been discovering by doing these classroom style webinars is that there's people that have the books that don't even read them. One guy had the book for 2 years and he still hadn't read all the way through the book, and wonder why he's not getting the remedy that he desires. So if you get the books, read it, and don't just read it once. Read it at least 5 times. You get really familiar with this stuff in the language, then you'll start to see the success. Don't try and half step. Do it all the way. No half stepping. With that, I'm gonna say shalom. Everyone be safe. Shalom.